fourth wall satirical way to do your own
Look at that guy's face.
He's in his crotch. Welcome back, everyone, to another reaction. We are here today to get me caught up with Deadpool. I have not seen Deadpool 2. I'm sorry, shame. I know. Just one of those. I don't know why I didn't watch it. Ryan Reynolds has I didn't like him very much back in the day. He's grown on me. I've seen some newer stuff that he's in or whatever, and of course he's known for Deadpool. So, yeah.
There's no Green Lantern.
No, I avoided Green Lantern because I knew it was going to be bad, so I haven't seen that. So,
Yeah.
And then I heard it was bad, so I just never went and watched it. Curiosity's got me though. I kind of want to watch it just because all the superhero stuff that we do. But so yeah, this is Deadpool. I don't know really. I know a little bit about it. You see memes everywhere. I know he breaks the fourth wall. He's a riot, and I think based on what little I've heard is like breaking the fourth wall, he's like fucking with tropes and like just really pulling string. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the comics, he's constantly referring to the reader and breaking the fourth wall as well. Mm-hmm. And then there's been cartoons and stuff where they continue that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I think this is the
video games and stuff.
Yeah, and this is the first rated R superhero movie, I believe.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
It was one of the things when it first came out, I was excited about.
I mean, not because of nudity, I would assume, but just because of just graphic content.
Violence, content, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say mostly
the
violence.
Jokes, yeah.
Well, I guess language doesn't really get you an R rating on its own anymore.
Not anymore, I don't think so.
Maybe a lot of F-bombs might, but...
Right. Deadpool comes out of, he's X-Men. It's X-Men verse, X-verse or whatever.
X-Force, I guess, was like the Stryker, the guy that had the that experimented on Wolverine.
Yeah, I just watched some of the previous X-Men movies, trying to. I've seen most of them, but definitely not in order, and so I was lacking context. And this is before they're all like necessarily meant to relate and everything. So so I watched X-Men Origins or something like that, and I think Ryan Reynolds was in that, and he had these two claws, and he was the son of the military contractor who was trying to get them all in.
So technically, that was Deadpool, but I guess he had already started working on a Deadpool movie, and they were like, "We need you to do this if you want to play Deadpool." And he's like, "This is crap," but they did it anyway.
Right,
and then they let him do what he wanted.
Right, right on. Cool. So loosely related, anyway. It's all part of Marvel now, I guess, because of the multiverse.
Yeah.
We'll see how they do it.
There's a joke about it in the after credit scene of one of these Deadpools.
Well, this speaks to Marvel overall because they're going to have. Because they're doing so many new properties and expanding, there's ultimately they're trying to make some content out there for all the different demographics and age and everything. So, like Miss Marvel, I'm sure it'll be a good show, but it's not necessarily for a 35, 40-year-old male audience. It's for the teenage kid or whatever. The teenager or whatever. So I would imagine this will also allow them to go the other direction. They'll be like, they're trying to incorporate Deadpool. So Deadpool, would, based on what I've heard or whatever, pretty much needs to be R to keep it consistent or whatever.
The character, yeah.
Right. So maybe the Marvel Cinematic Universe is ever growing more diversified in content.
Sure.
For different audiences and different ratings and stuff. So
the new one skirted the R rating. I mean, if it had gone a little further, it could have had an R rating.
Oh, you're talking about the newest Deadpool or
the
Doctor Strange,
Doctor
right?
Strange,
yeah, if it was edited in different ways and chose to keep some scenes or whatever, it was on the verge for sure. If they had let Raimi run with it a little bit more, right? For sure.
Yeah. I just watched
it's
Evil
definitely
Dead
the most
2
graphic of any Marvel thing yet, for sure. It's got some moments in it, some very Sam Raimi moments, for sure.
Yeah.
I think Chris hasn't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
I can't
think
wait.
he's gonna really like it actually.
They can't bring Ash in though because isn't that DC? It was an Army of Darkness DC comic.
Yeah, but
After it was a
obviously,
movie.
you know, Sam Raimi's going to have his buddy cameo in it, and I guess that's a spoiler.
Hopefully
You
put
get
the
a
car
cameo.
in too. Yeah.
You get a cameo.
He couldn't
from
have been
Bruce.
Ash because he still had his hand.
Right. but did you? Well, it's not a spoiler because it's a funny thing.
Oh, it's a reference.
It's a reference because Bruce Campbell in Doctor Strange gets a moment with his hand out of control, so it's kind of
does he?
it's a little head nod, little head nod
that's funny.
to his previous stuff. So it's it
he say
has nothing to do with the plot or anything like that. It's just a,
yeah.
I think the only thing you could watch this without seeing anything, but if you saw just the first X-Men movie from 2000, that would probably be enough. I don't know. It's not really related directly.
Right.
Yeah.
There's one character that I think is probably in the second or third X-Men movie. But anyway.
Cool. Awesome. Chris, anything you want to add? We'll get going here.
No, I'm looking for. I've only seen this once. I saw it in the theater, and I loved it.
Nice.
But that's been what, like 8 years ago.
Yeah. When was this made? 2016.
It's been a while.
So yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So a lot of it I've forgotten, but I just remember how much I loved it. So I'm
Awesome. Well,
excited to see it.
let's do it.
Lots of quick humor you can laugh at again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Chris, you were saying that you've seen Deadpool, but not Deadpool 2. And you've
Yeah,
only seen
not-
Deadpool in the theater, so, you know, this will be a good
Cool.
dive back in.
Once or twice I thought about rewatching, and then I was like, well, we'll do this with Nick. So,
Nice. So, good.
so I
This will
haven't
be
seen it in
nice,
a
fresher.
good while either.
Yeah. Cool. I can't wait. I assume it's funny and
it's
fourth wall
hilarious,
breaking,
yeah.
so. All right, guys.
It's a little bit sad. It's violent, so therefore a little bit sad, but
Right.
it's also funny.
That's fine. I've got my beer to cheer me up, so.
You gotta have bad things happen to your characters, right?
Right. You gotta have, you're right, your trials and tribulations. You gotta triumph over
Makes
something.
them grow.
That's right. 3, 2, 1, play. I've seen this movie. I used to do that as a kid because I was like watch Star Wars so many times.
Yeah,
I thought like this was the opening of Star Wars or whatever.
I know. I was gonna say they could bring that back now that they own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
They should. A hot chick.
A hot chick,
A hot chick. What the hell is going on?
Green Lantern.
Yeah. The comic relief.
That's great. Fourth wall satirical way to do your own.
Look at that guy's face.
He's in his crotch. My God, this is going to be so hard
he's-
to edit. Like, if this got this many laughs throughout the whole thing.
An overpaid fool.
What's the whole world taste like? Mama June after hot yoga.
Sir, what does Miss Mama June taste like?
Two hobos fucking in a shoe filled with
What? Where's all the Halo fans? Oh my God, he took the mask off! Ah!
Oh, hello. I know, right?
What up?
Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie? I can't tell you, but it does rhyme with pulverine. Let me tell you.
Wolverine.
I spare as smooth criminals, Dan. And that
Smooth criminals.
face effects.
Jesus. Look at this guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ow. Oh. Oh my
Damn.
God.
He's not too concerned about innocent bystanders, is he?
No.
Take a while to scrape that off.
This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants. I only have 12 bullets.
Now that's a shot.
Ow. You get shot in the butt.
Oh, look at that.
Right in his asshole.
I gotta take you back to long before spandex.
Did you see the pizza said Feige's famous?
No. That's hilarious.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Why are you saying?
The last of Jeremy.
I did that.
Apologize before. Yeah.
Say the magic words, Fat Gandalf.
I'm sorry.
Fat Gandalf.
Filter between the bone and my
Okay. Hey, ho, 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 ho.
And a low fat dessert.
Did she just put a gift card in your mouth?
It's time to put balls in holes.
5 mini lion bots? 3 minutes.
Deal. What do we do with the remaining 2 minutes 37 seconds?
International.
I mean, you took a bullet up there, so I mean.
Where were you hiding that?
Nowhere.
You mean
I do. What if I just held on and never let go?
just ride a bitch's back like Yoda and Luke?
Jesus
Ride a
Christ.
bitch's back. Good old Luke.
I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s.
Dad?
I think we can all agree that. Look how happy you look here. Mind if I keep this, put it up?
Is that a Polaroid in widescreen?
It looks like
Luring children into a panel van.
he looks like the bad guy version of the guy from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Shit, we're within 500 yards of the school, so you may want to, His drinks on him. Liam Neeson nightmare. He made 3 of those movies. At some point, you have to wonder if he's just a bad parent. Nobody's getting hurt.
He was on plastic.
Finally split off.
When I got
That guy was already up there.
Zip it, Sinead.
Hey, douche.
Ow.
His hands like broken. Don't want to fight Colossus. I don't care who you are.
Oh, both of them.
Oh, there's the money shot, baby.
It's the money shot.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Whee!
One thing that never survives this place is a sense of humor.
We'll see about that.
One thing that never survives this.
Gonna leave me all alone here with less angry Rosie O'Donnell?
Wait, Vanessa loves you. She doesn't care what you low.
You like what you see?
Because you look like Freddy Krueger face fucking topographical map of Utah.
I'm gonna work through his coat until somebody gives that frame. Like wear a mask?
Yes, a very thick mask all the time. I am sorry, you are haunting. Your face is the stuff of nightmares. All you need now is a suit and a nickname, like Mr. Never Die. Ah, shit.
Mr. Never Die.
I put all my money on you, and now
In the pool.
I'm never gonna win the
Deadpool.
Deadpool. That sounds like a fucking franchise.
That's right, he learns that he's tired of getting the blood out.
You're about to be killed by a Zamboni in 5 minutes! Nice to see you, Jared. I'll take a foot long. Fully loaded.
Jared from Subway.
Catching him was my only chance to be hot again, get my super sexy ex back, and prevent this shit from happening to someone else. So yeah.
He's got his unicorn. Masturbate too.
Hashtag fucking Saturn right now. But I appreciate the
Look at the way.
Think Ryan Reynolds got this far on his superior acting method? No. You might want to leave the room. I bet it feels huge in this hand. The
doctor says the bad news is you don't want any clothes that are not monochromatic. Yeah, fine. Your midnight showing of Blade 2.
Coming onto our stage right now. Give it up
for chest.
Ah, Stan Lee.
Yeah, Stan Lee.
Or as I like to call it,
You can't buy love, but you can rent it for 3 minutes.
What a line best Stan.
Like a bad idea to walk out there
Yeah,
in
really.
those circumstances.
Yeah.
Just turned into a classic damsel in distress.
that's the shit emoji. You know, it's the turd with the smiling face and the eyes. I thought it was chocolate yogurt for so long. Okay, which one?
Yeah. Huge.
I'd go with you, but I don't want to.
I don't want.
Just thinking, almost all the guys from the Silicon Valley show that he's in have been in Marvel or
Huh.
the guy who's in the Eternals and Guilfoyle in the Spider-Man movies. He's one of the teachers.
Ripley from Alien 3.
Fuck, you're old.
I'm gonna wait out here, okay? It's a big house. It's funny that I only ever see 2 of you. It's almost
Right.
like the studio couldn't afford another exit. What was that?
His cousin.
Bandhu in the trunk.
In the trunk.
My romantic rival Bandhu. He's tied up in the trunk. I'm doing as you said.
No way to win Gita's heart back. I'm so proud of you. Drop a band-aid and be safe and gentle-like. Okay, guys, let's get out there and make a difference. You know what to do. What's my name?
Ooh, I'm gonna fucking spell it out for you.
Superhero landing. Yeah, it's really hard on your knees.
Yeah.
I'll do it. You're a lovely lady.
Not to hit a woman, so please play.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh no, finish your tweet. Go, hashtag it. Fucking her the fuck up!
Language, please.
Suck a cock.
I was glad to see Colossus get his screen time because he's not in the other ones very much, but
Right.
awesome character.
Teabag.
Teabag.
Oh, you're beautiful.
That is so sweet.
You are beautiful.
Thanks.
He's spilling out for him.
Francis. Ah!
Nice. You see?
Look at Oh, this is great. God.
There's that
Jesus.
teenage warhead.
Right.
That's the warhead part.
That's the word part.
It's supposed to be a helicarrier,
I was gonna say, is that a Shield Hill carrier?
like
Is that
it.
what that is?
but it might have been like an old helicarrier that crashed or something. It's not even clear how much these are tie into the X-Men movies, never mind the Marvel movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Any last words?
What's my name?
Who fucking cares?
Wait, be a hero.
To go through all the henchmen and never think twice, but the guy is responsible for everything. You gotta fucking call him a
Everything,
question.
The way we
There you go.
I can't even tell you. I deserve that too. No, maybe not the nether. And this one.
He's got another mask on.
It's a face I'd be happy to sit on.
And now, for the moment I've all been waiting for.
Eyeball.
Now, let's finish this epic wide shot. Pull out. There we go. That looks nice. It's gonna be about the only thing that's pulling out tonight. This is your friendly neighbor.
Cool.
Oh, that was fun.
You like it? Yeah.
Well, I was just glad Stan Lee got to see some titties in his scene.
Yeah. He sure did.
I can see why Deadpool's the talk of the town, as it were.
He could fit pretty well in like an Endgame style movie if they do it right. You know, pretty awesome.
Yeah, it will be.
There's a lot of talk of like the people were worried about like him breaking the fourth wall because nowhere in the MCU is the fourth wall broken, and that's like part of his character though. So
Right.
somebody at work the other day had a unicorn that dispenses candy, but you press it down on its legs and the candy comes out of the butthole. It like pops out, poops out the candy. Maybe it's a toy from Deadpool. I don't know.
Maybe.
The cigarette dispensers that look like a donkey taking a poop or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of think Deadpool could be fun in the modern MCU. Just
I think so.
I don't know if they. I mean, maybe they'll give him his own movie, but I can see him just kind of like showing up for a couple scenes and.
Feige has confirmed that Deadpool will show up in the MCU.
Awesome.
It's confirmed.
Awesome.
I don't know if that's a
Cool.
They have not said whether that's a Deadpool 3 or a cameo in another movie or whatever. But I mean, with the multiverse stuff, it's open-ended. You can do anything you want.
I'm excited about Deadpool 2 now. Let me watch this one.
I mean, somehow it seems like they're pretty good at preventing like screeners from getting released and stuff like that. So
Because they don't do them anymore.
yeah.
I know, like, once you get big enough, you actually get, in a large enough audience, you actually get asked by the studios to do, like, the Heroes
Right,
Reforged with the three guys. Like, the one is always on the left side of the screen, Hector. He's like, when all the Marvel shows were coming out, he got interviews with the lead actors and director
Oh wow.
as just like a press tour thing. And he got to see the first few episodes before anybody else out of all of them.
Yeah.
Moon Knight, he got to see the first 4 episodes. We got a minute left and the credits seem about to end. Maybe we get a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
You're still here.
Yep.
Oh, you're expecting a teaser for Deadpool 2. Well, we don't have that kind of money. Go.
That's funny.
Oh, but I can tell you one thing, and it's a bit of a secret. For the sequel, we're gonna have cable. Just need a big guy with a flat top. Keira Knightley, she's got range. Who knows? It's a big secret. Go.
Right. That's great.
No Country for Old Men is one of my favorite movies.
Oh, I love that movie, man.
You know,
Which movie? Which
Yeah.
Coen Brothers movie?
No Country.
I have not seen
Oh
it.
man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wow, that's a great movie.
Yeah, you would love it. I mean, it's got one of the best bad guys ever. The thing with that movie is when I was in high school, I had that haircut. You know, that everybody's like, that's the worst haircut ever. That's just...
Awesome, guys. I really appreciate you, I guess, somewhat talking me into watching this. It was like Mike, especially, you've been talking about it for, like, I think, like, about a
figure
year
if
ago.
they're
Yeah.
Well, if they're bringing him into MCU and you want to try to keep up with the MCU
Right.
stuff,
Absolutely.
For the most part.
About a year ago, when I started up the channel, doing all the reactions, it's like, you got to see Deadpool. What? But yeah, we got to get it in there. So we'll maybe watch the Deadpool 2 here in a week or two.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's probably worth watching all the X-Men movies. They're enjoyable, but Days of Future Past is probably the best one, in my opinion.
Right.
And I like Dark Phoenix, even though the dialogue's really bad and the acting's not great and all that stuff. But it's basically the story from
Storyline
the
is-
comics of what happens to Phoenix, to Jean Grey.
Right.
And I liked it better in terms of the overall story. I thought was cooler than the old Phoenix,
Right.
the other third movie from the first trilogy.
Right.
I wonder if they'll retell that in the MCU because that's like one of the classic X-Men stories.
In a way, I hope they just reboot the whole X-Men altogether.
I think they might. Yeah.
Yeah.
Incorporate them as the
'Cause-
multiverse thing, but within
Right.
the prime timeline, do a reboot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Because there's just, I mean, there's so much baggage from all the crap. Now you could use the same actors and say they're from a different multiverse.
Yeah, they're
or
just
something,
variants, and
but-
boom, you reboot and keep the best. Basically, it allows you to keep the best of what's there and not have to deal with the baggage. Yeah, I see that.
But I hope they take their time and do the X-Men right.
It's important. Yeah, I think we got, the Infinity Saga was phase 1, 2, and 3, and I think phase 4, 5, and 6 is going to be multiverse overall encompassing, and then X-Men and Fantastic Four. That's going to be, going down.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
Or, yeah.
Right.
Doctor Doom is key to like all these like Secret Wars and all these.
and Kang with the multiverse thing, and then
Yeah. Kang's here. Pretty
yeah,
much.
or
Plus they
I guess
need-
they haven't said that name yet, but he who
Yeah.
remains.
They're going to need Doctor Doom for to fight Kang, and they're
Right.
going to
That
need
that might be what they're setting up for. Ultimately, like at the end of phase
And
5
or
or 6,
Wanda.
or
Yeah.
Wanda. Right. I was gonna say I saw Ryan Airy from Screen Crush do an analogy of how like Wanda is kind of the MCU's Dark Phoenix in a way, who the character
Yeah.
who goes and has all this power because bad.
the trope of the woman who can't
Yeah.
control her emotions or can't
Right.
control herself.
Right. Right.
But Phoenix is the Phoenix power is the cosmic power. So I mean that ties into all the bigger Marvel universe
Right.
too.
Right. I think that's some of the analogy he drew on Wanda and the Scarlet Witch, because the MCU is setting up the Scarlet Witch to be a multiversal power, like a Nexus being.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's not the same, but that trope, as you said. But yeah, we don't know. It's all in the air how they're going to handle
There's
the X-Men.
there's lots of Wandas and they're all apparently equally powerful. Or no, I guess they didn't all use the Darkhold.
Right. Right.
Some of them did. Maybe.
Yeah. So there's still potentially the concept of the Scarlet Witch being a Nexus, being the same across all multiverse, even though there are clearly multiple Wandas. So yeah, I don't know. It's still up in the air.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So
and they'll bring Deadpool into it.
right.
some
Maybe
point.
that'd be funny if Deadpool like resolves everything in the end, because he can break the fourth wall and like he's the savior of the phase 4, 5, and 6. Funny. Yeah, I'd be interested. I am interested to see where they go with Deadpool 2. I'm sure it's just as fun, probably even more crazy and more out there now that they got
we
their
may
established.
see. We may see Deadpool come in at the same time as Wolverine and X-Men and stuff.
probably.
Right. That's a big thing too. Is like, are they gonna
Yeah.
recast X-Men? Are they gonna bring it all in multiverse? Or are they gonna, like
I think I don't think Hugh Jackman wants to play Wolverine. I think he
No.
feels like he's done. I
he's
don't
done,
think he-
right?
He was the Wolverine in both casts.
Yeah. As far as the timeline stuff with X-Men,
There was
yeah.
no other Wolverine,
Right.
whereas there were like 2 Beasts and there were 2 Ravens.
Right. I know fans would have no problem seeing Hugh Jackman again, but it just comes down to him wanting to do it or not.
They did Logan, and that was a great
It was good.
send
It was
off.
really
Like,
good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if they bring that Robert Downey Jr. money, they may.
Yeah, he might be saying, all right, well, if I'm in the next RDJ, I suppose I could come back with the clause once again.
it sounds superficial, but it would be cool if they cast somebody that was short and hairy and kind of ugly.
A lot of people are like, they just need a short
Yeah.
Mexican dude to come in as fucking Wolverine, you know, like he's built like a brick shit house.
He's supposed to be like 5 feet tall and
Yeah,
like
he's supposed to be
800
little,
pounds.
little dude.
It's like-
Yeah. Hugh Jackman's like 6'2",
but
and built.
super
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows, man, where they're gonna take
And
this.
and if you read the original X-Men books, when he started to actually have a character beyond just fighting the Hulk or whatever, he's just an asshole, and he tries to kill his friends all the time. Like, that'd be pretty funny if they, did something
Yeah.
like that. Like this little stinky man that's all hairy, and he just comes out of the woods, and then there's I remember Nightcrawler steals a kiss from Wolverine's girlfriend, and he tries to kill him.
Jeez.
It's silly. And also the old Avengers, every time the new heroes met, they always fought each other first. It's always the first thing that happens. They
Right.
fight each other for some
Right.
reason.
Yeah.
Well,
even
in the
in the
movies,
movies, it
Avengers,
kinda-
yeah.
Yeah.
They all came together. They had to figure out the balance, the power struggle between each other. Awesome, guys. Well, any final things here on Deadpool? We'll wrap it up otherwise.
I'm decided to see Deadpool 2 now.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet. Mike's the only one who's seen both of them. I hadn't seen either, and Chris, you had seen it first. So yeah, this will be fun catching up. I'm glad we're doing this. Awesome, guys. Well, Chris, Mike, thanks for joining me. Thank you all for joining us. If you
Always
like this,
pleasure.
hit that like button. Subscribe if you find yourself coming back for more. I really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. If you're interested in this or any other reaction in its full length entirety, you can check out the link to Patreon down below. We really appreciate it. And guys, everyone, we'll catch you all on the next one.
Chicka chicka.